Back on the 1950 Mercury motor, going into the 31 Model A. Just got the oil pan off. We've had it off before, but we haven't really gotten into the bottom end. Everything should be tight. Oil pump screen, a little bit of stuff in there, nothing major. This engine's been really clean. I don't think it's been rebuilt before, but maybe. The safety wire is still on the oil pump. It's some kind of windage splash shield. Everything's in place. Little bit of movement on the rods, side to side. Nothing more than I would expect. Everything spins easy. All the little pal nuts are there, just like their little lock nuts. After you torque them, you run those on, holds everything on. So, oh, and one thing that I was going to do it, but all the rods are numbered. There's a 6. I don't know if you can see it, but there's 7. This side there's 2. And it's glaring off the side of the rod. But anyway, they are stamped, and we'll put them back in the same place where they've been. So I'm going to put you back up on the stand and take the oil pump off, start taking rods and pistons out. Take a picture, just a note for myself. The safety wire goes through this piece on the back of the pump, which, I mean, that's what the safety wire is for. Actually, I guess it's a bypass valve or some kind of pop-off something or another. Couple of steel shots of how things go together. Always a good idea, even though I've got the video. Actually, don't even need to take the safety wire off right now. Thought it was holding the actual bolt that holds the oil pan on, but it's not. It's just holding that pop off. I'll show you here in just a minute when I get it off. A little bit of sludge buildup right there. Nothing crazy. Remember, this was a running motor. We just want to freshen it up. Looking at the bottom gear, not seeing any major wear. No end play to be talked about. Put this to the side. Nothing crazy in there. All good. Next, I'm just going to use a little wrench to pop these little paddle nuts off. How well it'll show up, but there's little serrations on the inside that actually are the threads, and they just go down on there. They used them a lot, so it even says PAL on the side, so it must have been a manufacturer or something. Anyway, we'll save them, we'll reuse them. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Always worth counting. I don't ever worry about a specific order, taking them out, but I am just going to start with number 1 for now. And once again, it's like there's no wrench marks, there's no nothing. I don't think this engine has ever been apart. Could be wrong, but we'll see. Alright, one stamp is on there. They're on the same side. The numbers face the outside of the engine. Go ahead and take a look at the bearing before we even go too far. Some wear on it, even a couple of scratches, but nothing major. No major spalling. You can see some discoloration here on this edge. You know, it's time for new bearings, but I think the car said it had 68,000 on it, something like that. Overall, pretty good. Look at the back side. Normal marks. Let's see. It's a Ford, a Fomoco bearing. No numbers. So I would say that's a stock bearing. I don't know if you can see the Fomoco on it, but right here on the end. Oh, there's a number. There's a T and a 7. I don't know. It's faint. I'm going to leave it in the rod for now. That was just for looking. Got this handy dandy journal protector. Put it over the bolts, the studs on the rod, and it also works real good to just pop things right on down. That's the other bearing half, no big deal. That's a broken ring. That is a big deal. We did not break it coming out. That's an old brake. So it was definitely time. $8BA rod. Don't see anything to be worried about. Normal scuffing on the piston. That might be like a little bit of burning oil, blow by. The ring is still in there, the retention ring on the wrist pin, both sides. Just the top ring was broken. And get this other half off. Pretty sure that's the end. So this is the broken part. I don't think I just broke it getting it out, but if I did, it was that fragile. Some evidence of blow-by behind it. The other half of the rod journal. Taken some abuse in its day, but it's all smooth, just worn out. Also stamped Fomoco. Oh, there's a number. T77 ampersand A. I'll look that up later. I don't know what that means, if anything. Put that back in for safekeeping until we go. And always put the rods back together. This is down the bore of number 1. You can see that's my flashlight moving around. You can see some vertical marks there, but there's nothing that catches. It's just stains. Just like on this side, you can see that's where the piston pin bore in the side of the piston was. As far as cleanliness, this one is real clean. No scratches. No big deal. No ridge on the bottom. One little scratch there. It does. Yeah, you can catch your fingernail. So right. Shine. Does that show it? See that scratch there? The bottom quadrant of your picture. So yeah, this thing's probably going to get a bore, or at least a pretty aggressive hone. We'll see what the machine shop suggests when we get to that point. No broken rings. Same basic wear pattern. One little scratch on that bearing. Something went through there. Maybe even us turning it dry, because it's not that deep and it's real shiny, like it's fresh. I don't know. Stuff like that never shows up one little line right there in the middle. But all looks good. One broken ring on the first one. Couldn't quite tell. I don't think I broke it. I think it was broken.
Oh, the piston.
It was the top.
Walls.
It was the top ring.
Oh, how's the walls? Cylinder walls.
Not bad. Yes.
Did it squirt?
That's. It may have broken when we did that one little run.
Yeah.
Or it might have broken it getting it out, but. No, I mean there's shadows of stuff. There's some rust stains on that one, but you can't even feel them. That's just the first two, but there's no surprises yet. Thank goodness. I drop that every time, so I may as well set it down. There's no wrench marks or anything on these nuts. I don't think it's ever been apart. If it has, somebody was very careful putting it back together.
Oh, it's nice of Henry to mark them.
Yeah, it had to be. Got FOMO coat bearings. You know.
Yeah.
The old script, the 40s and 50s script.
Yep.
Just in case y'all didn't see it, it's a little brass mallet. I have no clue who made it or how. My dad raced top fuel, AA fuel altereds back in the early 70s, and I got that from him. Still takes rod caps off perfect. So, he's got more experience than I do. Yeah, all the same numbers on the bearings so far. These rod journals barely fit through these bores. That won't fit when it's on the side. It won't go into the bore. It's got some good crusties on. Oh, there's another broken ring.
Did we do a compression test?
No.
No.
We didn't do a compression. I don't
I
think.
know it didn't run all that great.
No, it was poor, and we had a couple of stuck valves.
Yeah.
So, which is why we decided to go ahead and get into it. That looks like an older brick. That other one I couldn't quite tell when I wiped it off. It was like, is that old or new? That's a clean one. No, there it is right there. Yeah, that one's been bouncing on each other for a little bit.
Well, as you recall, it was,
They've all got that same pattern. It was 68,000, I think. Northern car with no floors and 68,000 miles, so that's probably true.
I remember, it come out of the garage hard too, remember?
Oh yeah, because
Locked
the
in
clutch
gear.
was stuck and it was in gear.
We couldn't get it out of gear.
Yep. Yeah, it went.
Yeah.
We may have broken them at that
Man,
point.
yeah.
Just getting it moved, and
Well, we knew the motor was free because
we did that, yeah.
we did that. Okay. The light works and everything on that cabinet.
Oh, cool.
All right. What have I got to do? Oh, yes, I can go down there.
Power on.
Uh-huh. You don't like that, huh? How about this? There we go. There. That one had a broken ring. Some marks right there.
Yeah, you can see the little divot in here.
It's catching. This thing's gonna need 10 or 20 thousandths anyway, depending on the measurements.